Hey, this is the second to last video that I'll be doing for tonight. The next one will be about registering for State of Black Parents. So that's going to be like compiling a whole bunch of things, what I'm looking for, what I need, and so forth like that on the next video. So this video here is about R&B Divas LA. The reunion, like I told you, I'm not coming back after every episode. Oh, no. I give y'all, just review everybody, what happened. It ain't that serious. I ain't never bored. I'm past 39. Oh, gosh. Feel like a subway that don't stop. So, this, R&B Divas. What can I start? Of course, it's starting with Chante. I like to start out with the one that I really like. I really do, but I guess it don't matter. So, because I'm talking about every last one of them, just about. If I like them, I like them. I don't, I don't. Hopefully, I don't forget nobody. But Claudette, the kind of way she is, I'm sure you will soon forget about it. But let me start with Chante. We're going to get back to this contract. So, we're going to be talking about contracts on Monday on State of the Black Parent. That will, speaking about, we spoke with Professor Carlton Jones. We do have the archive. You go to the Pinterest board, STE Black Parents. And you could definitely get the archives. What board is it on? Catch 22, I believe. So you could definitely listen to that show with Professor Carlton Jones as we speak about contracts. And we're going to definitely speak about contracts. We're going to speak about contracts for jobs. We're going to speak about contracts going to the hospital, contracts going for, social services, whether it's the food pantry, the food stamp office. We're going to be speaking about, they have beauticians that be having some contracts too. But, I don't consider that, I ain't gonna trip because you go get your beautician and be like, okay, if you come, you come, and you don't, you don't. But, you need to be mindful because I will remember the next time you don't, I'm saying, you play with my schedule, play with my money, I'm gonna play with you. You're gonna either be put to the back or I'm gonna do it with a day that I'm overbooking and you may, I meant to tell you after sitting there all day that time to go. So definitely tune in. And so it's like, it was like this Chante says the craziest thing. Chante gonna get it to my, well, an agreement is not a contract. Yes, it is. It could be used in court, especially when you put your signature, your John Hancock to it. Even if you put an email reply to something, that can be used against you in court. I guess to a certain extent it can be used against you. My thing is, she crazy. It is a good song. I heard it. I've been listening to it over and over. No, I ain't buying it. I ain't no teenager. I know I look like it. It's a very good song, but I know it could have been better with Chrisette and all the rest of them on there. Chante lied so much. I saw on the AfterBuzz interview where she was saying, oh, well, because they was already doing something else, that's why they wasn't included, but they edited. They didn't do that much editing out, Chante. You left them out because you consider them no contribution value to your song, to your world. Like, even though Michele is you know what I'm saying, she has that tattoo classic is not, you know what I'm saying, I don't see my own self intertwine or collaborate with Chante, you know. I say Chante is a costume accessory singer. She has security there and stuff like that. I guess she said she ain't gonna be having no bruises on her and she gonna have to soon go to touring and she just had her epidural and stuff like that. She's like, I ain't gonna have me bruises too much. It's gonna be something I can hide on my arm, but other than that, I gotta have security. Like, what is security gonna do that for a distance if Lil Mo and whoever you think gonna attack you is closer to you? I mean, they gonna somebody still beating just about a second or four punch. They still be done got that before security be done goddamn saved you, so they could still be done gave you a little bruise or something. I mean, come on. But, I mean, maybe they feel more intimidated. Maybe they'll delay it. Next person I'm gonna speak about is Chrisette. Chrisette, she's emotional. She was something happened off the tape, and it just really agitated her about Chante. Chante got that got that, she has a, that's how you say, closed in Jim Crow kind of spirit. But she more socially camouflaging with it. She's more socially camouflaged with it. She just wanted Kelly Price off of that show. I'm thinking back, and something is tapping me like, girl, she just had an in for, because Kelly Price, she sung a song by Kelly. She didn't even know Kelly Price wrote it for her. Kelly Price is worth definitely more portfolio value than her. And you just gotta say what it is. That's what it is. Kelly Price is worth a lot compared to Chante. And I'm thinking, okay, I think Chante really did have something to do with last season with provoking Kelly, because it's kind of hard to believe that Kelly is that crazy, especially coming from the trades of Kojic. Now, yeah, Kojic does have some attitude, whatever, like people, they can have it. Me being a tracer one myself, but I'm consider myself the mildest of it. I'm considering myself in the mildest, or maybe a half a notch up from the mildest. But that was just something else. Then with Chrisette, she needs to name her album Vocabulary. I don't know what opus sound like. I just keep thinking of something that's supposed to motivate people with speech and hearing. I don't know, so I would hope the songs would relate to that opus. That's all I could think about, something with sight. And so I'm thinking Beethoven. So she has, I don't know what kind of music she's gonna have on that. I think she has Super Chris, and it has an audience to it. She has an audience. She has a wide fan base. So I don't see it going to title opus. I didn't like the album cover. She has a lot of ventures going on. And definitely I read that she had to finance her own album. Her record company was like, you gotta finance your own album, so they'll help her promote it. Oh gosh. So with, I love Leela James. I really do, because it's like, gosh, you gotta have somebody in the industry that knows how to put brakes on something. Like, if you're a little freak, you got a piece of freak, you gotta get on with it. I could be neutral to it, and especially you telling your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't aggravate nobody. Like, you just ain't petty nigga. Like, she be like, oh gosh, don't come with all the come by, yeah. Just like get to it. You like got too many problems to be trying to meditate, speculate about stuff. Well, I get you, Leela James, and I really do like her. I really do. I've heard her songs. They sound real good. I heard her. She was on Tom Jones' show. I just heard that interview yesterday. I don't know if she was on there. No, I don't think she was on there yesterday, but I think it was from a while ago. But the album really sound good from the snippets and the songs I've heard. I know she, like I said, she was like, like a back person that would be on the major channels like BET or BET. Gosh, they have various BET that be on those 3-digit channels. And I know she's in a lot of magazines, the popular and unpopular magazines. Like, they're unpopular magazines, but they have a market still with a huge catering. Just because we don't know about it, don't mean that something within the Los Angeles, San Francisco Bay, putting those two together, isn't, bringing in money in her audience that keep her with a place to stay. So definitely my support of Leela James. Michele. Oh gosh, I think I said everything from the previous videos of her. Claudette, she spoke a little bit more, but I think she was being petty about Chrisette. It was like, oh gosh, you really took the time out to observe, and out of all things you're going to unleash about that, you just really don't have nothing to say. You're like, okay, I ain't got nothing to say, so I'm just going to say the pettiest thing. It's like, worry about how Chrisette don't open up to people. Like, oh, Chrisette, I was on your side, you know what I'm saying? But you just disappointed me. I can understand why Chrisette was like, ugh, don't y'all talk to me again. Then, I'm trying to think that I called everybody Lil Mo. So Lil Mo, she crazy. Like, you, she is, I don't know, she like unbalanced, polar, like, whatever that word is, subpolar, transpolar. Oh gosh, she could get on my nerves. She has talent. You know, like she was talking about something about singing somebody under a table and stuff like that. I think, okay, now let me get by this three-way thing. You invite somebody in the bedroom with you and your husband. The girl must have been, you know, really must have knew what she was doing, because she was like, oh, I think he into her, or whatever like that. She must have been liking your husband performing on her better than you. But isn't cleanliness is next to godliness? Oh gosh, y'all people just y'all just get on my nerves. Like y'all just don't do mild freaky stuff. Y'all do. Oh gosh, you got other people in the rooms with y'all. You doing trisexual acts supposed to be all into church. Then you got a new man. She just got married. She got a book coming out. Of course, I had her albums. I was a fan of hers and stuff like that. But oh gosh, she was just too over the limit. Get off. Talking about somebody serious and like, maybe if you got serious with somebody, you wouldn't be married 3 times already within like what? It feels like she been married 3 times within what, 7 years? It could be 12 years. It could be, but still. You got that married the first husband within knowing him of 4 days. And then the next one, I don't know. Oof. Oh gosh, I tell you, some people they get on people's nerves. Well, let me know she talented. And if you want to know about how I feel about that, was a great song, so I definitely look forward to hearing more of the song. The Puerto Rican song, and that was interesting, and I'm glad they did, you know, reaching out into the islands for R&B Divas, and look forward to next season to, I mean, I'm cool if they bring the same cast back. I'm cool with it. And, I look forward to next season. See the updates with everyone, and hopefully doing just as productive as the R&B Divas and the monologue. So, R&B Divas LA, I did really interesting stuff, and I kind of like them better than ATL, because, oh gosh, it was just like, the only thing Monifa had was the gay thing going on. That was just getting aggravating. There's other things to do. Even if you're going to garage sales, helping somebody from a fire or something. We're TTYL, so y'all tuning away from my next video.